What's up, Max? Welcome back to another Dokkan video. And in today's video, we're talking about 3 cards that I think need EZAs right now. Like, right now. Like, look at me. Get close. Get close. Closer. Closer. Right now. These cards are good, but they're not great, and they definitely could use an EZA, considering that we've seen a lot of other cards with the potential get EZAs all just the same. So these 3 cards actually happen to be 3 category leaders, but make no mistake, I'm not throwing like Fizz Cooler up here or anything like that. I'm putting up cards that actually could use an EZA because they're actually bad, and at the end I have a card that I want to compare them to that's actually free to play and that's better than them, right? And the one we're going to start off with first, and you guys have heard me advocate for this multiple times, is Int Kid Buu. Yes, Int Kid Buu. Int Kid Buu is the extreme Int +3 key 120% across the board lead. Right now, Int Kid Buu is okay. He gives his super attack, super vanishing ball causes immense damage to enemy, and it recovers 12% of your HP, which is pretty good. If you give him additional, you could be supering guaranteed-ish twice per turn. So we'll say max 30% per turn, right? His passive, he gets attack 100% plus an additional 70% attack when the HP is 30% or above. So meaning 90% of the time, you're going to be getting 170% attack. The issue with that is that there's no defense. His stats are pretty good at full build, but I just feel like they can add at least some defense to that, even if they make it where his super attack causes immense damage, recovers 12% HP, and then gives like 30% defense for 3 turns and make it stackable like that or something. But just straight up giving him no defense in this passive and all pure attack makes him very unusable with a lot of teams out there. Extreme Int being one of those, Majin Power being one of those, and he's in Majin Power. He could be dirty, but he just needs more. His link set's amazing. I mean, Majin, brutal beatdowns, attack links, more than meets the eye, and attack link, big bad bosses, and attack link. Infinite regeneration is amazing on Majin Power because you're getting 3% per link up. So if you had a full rotation of Majin Power units, you're looking at a 9%, basically 10% heal, not including the 12% from his super if you get him a super attack. The wall standing tall is okay. Fierce Battle is great. Like, he has the attack links that you need, and he can heal himself. Like, there's no reason that he has no defense. There's no reason that his passive is this shitty. I don't even care about this right here, the leader skill. I mean, I guess they could make the secondary part 100% instead of 150%, but I get that would make him a little bit busted, but defense has to be done. Like, look, the man's categories. The man is on 6 category teams: Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Forms, and Majin Power. So 5 categories, my mistake. But all great categories. All amazing. Especially with Majin Power and then Transformation Boost. Shit, even with the new inclusion of the Vegeta for Resurrected Warriors and then Artificial Life Forms for Buu and Super Baby 2, he can shine on all these teams, literally probably just except Majin Buu Saga. Maxed out, he's at 16k in stats, so EZA he would have closer to LR stats, and I know that is definitely a dissuasion for giving him an EZA. That's probably why he hasn't been given an EZA, and I get that, but I just feel like we don't have an LR Kid Buu as of yet, and I feel like this card could be given a lot more love. I do get that he'd be very close to like STR Gogeta territory with his stats after EZA, but they need to give him something. Like I said, 30% defense for 3 turns on super attack, and he can stack that. That would be great. You'd better get a max of 90%, and it wouldn't be too ridiculous, but it would also be half decent, So, I mean, that's for Buu. Buu definitely, of all these, was the first one I want to talk about because he deserves the most. These other 2 are more wishful thinking. So, the second one is Ultimate Android Super 17. This is the AGL Extreme type lead, so he's 120%, and then Super AGL 150%. Once again, it'd be nice if that 50% could get bumped up to 100%. But I know that might be a little bit broken, so I'm not even going to complain about that. He causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense, and I think that is by 50%. So he lowers enemy defense by 50% for 3 turns. This would be great if you had enemies on the team that can crit, or not if they can crit, but enemies on the team that can counter. But then I'm aware of no Android counters, really. So, you know, unless you were linking him with Vegito, which you wouldn't be, because that wouldn't be optimal, this wouldn't really be that useful at all. So we're going to completely and totally just write off lowering defense is kind of useless on his passive. I would much prefer that be raises attack and lowers enemy defense, or switch it to raises attack and defense indefinitely. He should be able to stack. That should be a thing. Nightmare's mechanism, his passive, once again, is fucking garbage. Damage received reduced by 40%. 40%, I think, is exactly the number that AGL Zamasu has, and AGL Zamasu defensively is a wet fucking noodle. Literally. AGL Zamasu, while he hits like a fucking semi-truck, gets hit like a damn wet napkin, and it's just fucking disgusting. It gets hit like a napkin at a child's birthday party. Attack plus 30% with each attack received, capped out at 120%. What's funny is that I would completely and totally allow this. That second part of that passive, I can live with that, because Broly gets a similar boost, right? Because he gave him flat attack, and then he just ups it to 120%. This first part, damage received by 40%, that's a no. That needs to be, leave the damage reduction there, I should say. I think that'd be good. And then add maybe like attack and defense to start off with, or defense starting off at least 60%. Because this is just a fucking smack in the face. No defense, just damage reduction, and then he has to wait all those turns to build up his attack. That means worst case, not even worst case, because it would take 4 turns to fully build this passive. If he gets hit enough times, you're dead before you even get a chance to build a passive. His links are pretty bad. His links are not great at all. Shocking speed's good, fierce battle's good. GT, you're not going to find many people that have it, especially not on the androids team. Nightmare, once again on the androids team. Some of the future androids maybe, but not many. Fuse Fighter on the androids team, you know, no. Fear and Faith is okay, and Android Assault is just, it's an outdated flat boost, and that's just not going to work. Androids, pretty good category. Artificial Life Forms, great. Target Goku is lacking. I feel like it has a lot of good cards, but I also feel like it's not ready to be called anywhere near the best team in the game. If I had to rank this team, it would definitely fall below the top 50%. It wouldn't make it to the top 50. Just looking based off of what I saw from that quick glance at the page. And Diabolical Villains, pretty good team. Diabolical Villains with Vegeta and Nap is pretty good. It's not on global yet, but this is just an EZA in general that I think could be used for global and JP. But I would love this 17 to get a boost for sure. But moving on, Super Saiyan 3 Fizz Gotenks. I'm gonna get yelled at. You guys are gonna get pissed. And you know what? I don't care, but this is garbage. I like the super attacks. I like how there's 3 different super attacks. Really good. His first one, Gallic Donuts, which is 9 to 10 key, causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense, and that's by 50% for 3 turns. Okay. His second one, which is technically the most powerful one, is the 11 key, which is what you're always going to go for. It massively raises attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage to enemy. Massively raises attack means he gets 100% boost on top of what he already has. And then life risking blow is his 12 key. It raises your attack by 30%. His, optimally speaking, if you use his 11 key, which is you doing it right, with his passive being Ultra Super Saiyan, you'll be at a 220% attack boost, which is good. That's actually very good. The issue is that you'll be at 220% attack optimally, but then you have this part of the passive that fucks it. You get an additional 60% attack, so you'll go from 260 to 280, and defense minus 30% from 7 turns from the start of turn. Not only do you not get a defense boost, other than what you're getting from the general his general leader skill, you're losing more defense that you already didn't have for 7 turns, which is pretty much most Dokkan events. Keep in mind that Boo and Gotenks on JP takes 7 turns to transform. Least number you can get 6. So you're talking that amount of time for him to actually not be handicapped for defense, and most events don't last that long. That's garbage. The whole second part of this passive, other than this right here, fine. That right there, hell no. There's no fucking reason. There's no reason. And with all the Gotenks that got EZAs, this Gotenks needs one. He has to get one. Like, I understand them being scared of giving Boo and 17 EZAs because it might boost their stats too high. This Gotenks at max is at 15. 15 and then 15 for both and then 9. There's no fucking reason in hell that you know, there's just no reason. There's no reason at all. Super Saiyan is good. Fuse Fighter is okay. Over in a Flash is great if you link them with the right people. The Innocence is good. Budding Warrior is great. Limit Breaking Form isn't the best, and Fierce Battle is good. His categories are awesome. Special Pose, that team is pretty garbage. We're not going to talk about that. But Last Resort, Youth, Super Saiyan 3, Majin Buu Saga, Hybrid Saiyans, and Fusion, all great categories. I just need this unit to be better. This is one of those units where I could take or leave an EZA on him. His isn't as important to me as like Int Boos or AGL Super 17s, but it'd be nice to get one for him. The other two are required. They have to, right? They just absolutely have to. Dokkan can't not do this, right? So let's go on to the next one here. This is the free-to-play unit that I wanted to compare them to. So this is a free-to-play Gohan. He came out with the recent celebration. I think it was for, I want to say it was their Goku Day celebration with Buu and Gotenks. This free-to-play card here is, so his leader skill's not better. He raises attack for 30% for 99 turns. He can infinitely raise attack on Super. He gets 58% attack and defense, plus an additional 58%, plus a chance to launch a super attack when there's a Goku's family category ally, one ally, attacking in the same turn. So rotating with a Goku, right? So we're looking at, there we'd be looking at 106, I believe is what it would be. Or 116, something like that. Closer to 120% attack, basically. And he's a support unit for 10%. This free-to-play unit is damn near better than all the units we just showed. That's harsh of me to say, but this free-to-play unit is literally damn near better than all the units I just showed that need EZAs. So if Dokkan and Akatsuki are releasing free-to-play cards like this monster right here, there's no reason in hell we can't expect to get EZAs for cards that aren't as good but could be better. If they can release a free-to-play like this, there's no reason that we can't expect good things in the future. If they can EZA LRs, there's no reason we can't expect Int Kid Buu, AGL Super 17, and possibly 5th Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks get an EZA. There's no way. But I mean, this is just my take on it. I really do enjoy all the units. The only unit that I actually don't use as much because I sincerely don't like him off this video was AGL Super 17, but that's just because he sucks. I mean, anyone, Truth would probably agree, No Law would probably agree. He sucks. AGL Super 17 just sucks. But let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Drop me a like, and as always, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. This has been Mike, and see you in the other world.